Describe your situation in the 1993 attack on the World Trade Center.
Okay. All right. I'm standing at my desk, my work desk, and then all of a sudden I felt a shake as I was standing there on the 104th floor of the World Trade Center, and didn't know what it was. I took a walk out to the elevator area on my floor, on the 104th floor, and there was already smoke coming up the elevator shaft. So within a 3-minute period, myself and about 60 of my employees, or the people I work with, not my employees, we all started to walk down the stairwells because we knew we couldn't take the elevator. And we went from the 104th floor to the 89th floor, which was the Sky Lobby, which was the second set of elevator banks, which took only about 20 minutes, which wasn't that bad. But from the 89th floor all the way down to the lobby took us an additional hour and 10 minutes. So it took us about an hour and 45, an hour and 50 minutes to get down from the 104th floor all the way down to the lobby. And only because the lobby, the steps themselves were filled with thousands of people that were filtered into the building as we went down. So that was that's the big picture of what happened. In the meantime, there were firemen coming back up in the stairwell. There were different types of people that couldn't finish the whole walk down. There were pregnant women that had just stopped. There were some overweight people that couldn't walk because of the heat and the smoke that was coming up the stairwell. So it was, and it was also pitch black. We couldn't see. None of our cell phones worked. We didn't know what was going on otherwise.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty scary hour and 50 minutes.
So did you have any idea that this was what was happening? Anything going on?
No, we had no information the whole time. There was no PA system in the stairwells. A lot of us were guessing that some type of small commuter plane had possibly hit the building because there's a lot of planes that travel around in the World Center area, World Trade Center area. So, but we had no knowledge of what had taken place, and even the firemen that were coming up the stairwell,
no idea.
They didn't know either. So, and then actually another thing too is when we got down to the lobby, all the glass, if you've ever been to the World Trade Center before, you know the first floor has glass that goes up about 30, 40 feet for the first floor. All that glass was crashed, broken, and it was all lying on the ground. So we had to very, very carefully walk through the lobby, otherwise, you would have been cut, hurt, and then when we got outside the building, we had to stay very close to the side of the building because there were many people up above throwing desks and file cabinets out the windows to try to get fresh air because there was no fresh air in the building. All the smoke was just traveling up into the security. So it weren't until we were about 4 blocks away from the World Trade that we were able to actually walk away from the building and then get first aid.
And see what happened. And then after this whole occurrence, were there more security instated and other security hazards or plans? There was
a whole security system was put in place that wasn't in place before. I actually had to relocate to Chicago for about a 2-month period to work there because we couldn't work in our office obviously for a long period of time. But they did have after that a whole security system for not just people in the building but also for vehicles that were going into the garage. Because the nature of that explosion was a van that filled with explosives that was trying to get into the parking lot in the basement of the building, which is how they tried to burn the building down.
And then